So we have seen what are the methods of demand forecast.
That's
What are the types of demand forecasting? Quantitative methods and qualitative methods.
qualitative.
So we have completed survey method and
Opinion polls. Survey methods and
survey method
opinion
and
polls.
opinion poll method. Survey method,
Mm.
you have complete enumeration survey or sample survey. Complete enumeration survey is also called census method, and sample method we have seen. Next, opinion poll also we have understood. So let us understand what are the different types of opinion polls. First one is expert opinion method. So
Mm.
taking the opinion of the experts in that particular area or particular aspect are called as that method is called as expert opinion method. When we are taking the opinion of the experts in that particular field to know about the market changes, to know about their intentions about a product or a service. When we take opinion from experts, then it is called experts opinion method. Next, we have Delphi method.
Mm.
So what is this Delphi method means? So this is also one of the type of what you say opinion poll, whereas we will take the experts from the market in that particular field who are experts. We are taking is we are taking by means of estimates, forecasts, assumptions. So you will have some numerical data also in which you will try to forecast or estimate about the product or about a service. Okay, then it is Delphi method. So here, in case of expert opinion, expert may be anybody, whereas in case of Delphi method, he will be a person who is from that particular industry, particular field about which we want to go for survey. Okay, so that is Delphi method.
Mm.
Next, market studies and experiments. For suppose I have introduced a product and I want to know whether it is accepted or not by the people by the customers, future customers. So what shall we do is we shall give, see, when new cars or new products are into the market, they will give for testing, test drive we will go. Okay, or we will receive samples of a product. Yes. So why we'll receive all those things is they want to give experiment whether the customer uh, is accepting your product or not. They want to know. So they will conduct an experiment in particular locality or particular area. Then they will, if they are accepting it, they assume that the whole market will accept it. Okay, when Tata Nano cars have come into the market, when they have come, they have done all these things. They have given about the product. Okay, they have given test drives. They have taken registration, and they want to know how many are ready to buy that. Okay, how many are ready to buy that? They are estimating with the help of experiments, market studies, and all. Understand? Next, we have completed with qualitative techniques. Qualitative techniques are survey method and sample method. Next, we will go for quantitative techniques. Quantitative techniques are those techniques which can be measured in terms of numbers. Okay, so quantitative techniques we will try to understand. Under quantitative techniques, we have time series analysis. We have time series analysis. Time series means over a period of time what's going on in the market, what about a demand for a particular product over a time period. If I want to know the what you say purchasing pattern of cars in Hyderabad, so I can't study it over a period of 1 year or 2 years. It will take 10 to 15 years I need to study. So over a period of time when I am studying something, then it is called as a time series analysis. It will be generally for a longer period of time. Okay, if it is for a long run benefit, it will be done for a longer period of time. Here in time series, taking the data relating to some product or a service over a period of time. It may be number of months, it may be number of years, like that. So there may be different types of trends. Trend means how the product is bought by the customers. Is it bought regularly or irregularly? If it is bought regularly, what is the trend? Okay. So that to understand the trend, we need to understand what is this trend component. So trends can be of three types: cyclical trend, seasonal trend, irregular component, irregular trend. Cyclical trend means it will come as a cycle. Okay, it will come as a cycle, and it will, for suppose if a business is started, if a business is started, first it will have no profits. Slowly its profits will increase. It will reach the peak. They will start selling the products more and more. At a point of time, their sales will not increase. Their sales are stagnant. Slowly, when people find some other alternative for this product, they try to go to that product, and the demand for this product comes on reduce, and it will come down. Again, these people, what they'll do, they will create, they will introduce one more product. Again, growth, maturity, decline, growth, maturity, decline, like that we will have. Okay, so that type of cycle is called as, to study such cycles is called as cyclical trend. Generally, this cyclical trend is observed in businesses. In business cycle, you find the cyclical trend. Okay, next comes a seasonal trend. That is, in taking a time period, throughout the year the trend will not be same. In few seasons the trend will be more, for few seasons the trend will be less. We can take examples of raincoats, air coolers. They follow seasonal trend. Business cycles, they follow cyclical trend. Next comes irregular trend. Irregular trend means you can't assess whether it is going to happen like that in future or not. It is very much irregular. You can't even guess what's going to happen tomorrow. Okay, such type of trend is called as irregular trend. In case of exhibitions and all, if today there is a lot of flow of public, tomorrow I can't expect that tomorrow also there will be public. They may be more public or they may not be more public. Okay, so we cannot estimate whether the trend will continue or not. In such cases, it is called as irregular trend. So trend can be of three types: cyclical trend, seasonal trend, irregular trend. Okay, ఒకసారి ఈ టైం సిరీస్ నుంచి ఇర్రెగ్యులర్ ట్రెండ్ కాంపోనెంట్ వరకు ఒక్కసారి చదివితే మీకు ఏమన్నా క్లారిఫికేషన్స్ కావాలంటే ఇస్తా. Start.
The time series analysis. Time series analysis or trend projection method is one of the most popular methods used by the organizations for the prediction of demand in the long run. The term time series refers to a sequential order of values of variable at equal time intervals. The terms time series refers to a sequential order of values of a variable at equal time intervals. Using trends, an organization can predict the demand for its products and services for the projected time. Services for the projected time. There are four main components of the time series analysis that an organization must take into consideration while forecasting the demand for its product and services. These components are trend component. The trend component in time series analysis accounts for the gradual shift in the time
పోయిందా పిన్ని?
వచ్చింది ఇప్పుడు. The trend component in time series analysis accounts for the gradual shift in the time series to a relative higher or lower values over a long period. Cyclic component. The cyclic component in the time series analysis accounts for the regular pattern of sequences of values above and below the trend line lasting more than 1 year. Seasonal component. The seasonal component in time series analysis accounts for regular pattern of variability within certain time periods, such as a year. Irregular component in time series analysis accounts for a short term, unanticipated and non-recurring factors that affects the values of time series.
ఓకే, అర్థమైంది కదా పిన్ని? Next other techniques include simple moving average, weighted moving average. Simple moving average, weighted moving average ante if we have 10 years of data, how we find the time series data? How will Excel sheet కనిపిస్తుందా? ఇప్పుడు కనిపిస్తుందా ఎక్సెల్ షీట్? For suppose if demand for a product is 10, 12, 13, 14, 12, 13, 15, 14, 16, 13. Itla on the demand. Okay. Now moving averages set chestarante. For suppose if I am doing 3-year moving average. Okay. If I am doing 3-year moving average, I have to take average of 3 years. How many years are there? 1, 2, 10 years data
4,
is
5,
there.
6, 7, 8, 10 years.
Okay, 10 years data is there. Here, how you are going to find out 3-year moving average? This 3, 10 plus 12 plus 13 divided by 3. Okay, because it is 3-year moving average, you are taking 3 values, add 3 values divided by 3. If you are taking 4 values, add 4 values divided by 4. If 5-year moving average, if you are doing, add 5 years divided by 5.
Divided by 5.
So, if I am adding 3 years, what is the middle year? The second year will be the
second year.
So, whatever value I get, I have to put it against the second year. If I am doing 5 years moving average, what will be middle of 5 years? Which year will be?
3.
Against third value, I have to put the average. So how I am going to do that? is equal to 10 plus
10 plus 12 plus 13 by 3
13
by 3.
by 3. Okay.
35 by 3 plus.
I can take the average value, rounded value I can take. In the same way, I have to find out for remaining values also. Okay. ఇక్కడ ఎలా వస్తుంది? Sorry.
12 plus 13 plus 14 divided by 3.
So here you got 12. Next value, how much will you get? 13. 12 plus 13 plus 14 by 3.
14. 3.
Next you will have 13 plus 14 plus
13 plus 14 plus 12.
12 by 3. Like that you have
13.
Okay, these are the moving averages. If I have to find out 5-year moving average. 5-year moving average. So I have to add 5 years. The
5 years. 10 plus 12 plus 13
is equal to 10 plus
12 plus 13 plus 14 plus 12.
10 plus 12 plus
divided by 5
plus 14 plus 12 divided by 5.
5.
This value. The same way you have to find out the remaining values also. Okay. ఇక్కడ నీకు 5 years రాదు కదా. 5 years ఎక్కడ దాకా వస్తుంది? 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 4 5 ఇక్కడతో ఎండ్. దీనిలో మధ్యలో ఎక్కడ రాస్తున్నావు? ఈ వాల్యూ వస్తుంది. సో ఈ రెండు కూడా తీసేయాలి. అర్థమైందా? ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ వాల్యూ లాస్ట్ వాల్యూ ఉండదు. దీనికి ఫస్ట్ రెండు వాల్యూస్ ఉండవు, లాస్ట్ రెండు వాల్యూస్ ఉండవు. Like that, how many years moving average you want, you have to calculate this way. This is first method of moving average. Okay, దీన్ని ఏమంటాము? Simple moving average అంటాము.
Simple moving average.
If I am assigning weights to that, weights when will you assign is whenever there is some more priority for few items and less priority for few items, then we will go for weighted average method. For suppose when we are
weighted average
income of our family income towards various expenses, we spend more on food, less on clothes. Every month we don't purchase clothes, new clothes we don't purchase. Okay, we spend less on clothes, more on food, less on traveling, less on medicine expenses. So like that, we do not have equal priority to all the items that we are spending. So when you don't have equal priority to all the items, then you go for weighted average method. Weighted average, what you will do is, here you will find out the weights. For suppose we consider them as weights. This has only one weightage. We'll consider, for suppose we will consider this as weight and this as demand. This value has more weight. What you have to do first, you have to multiply these two values, 1 into 10. Okay, like that, first you have to find out the weighted values, then you have to follow the same procedure. Okay, then you have to follow the same procedure. This is the example of weighted average, weighted moving index. అర్థమైందా డిఫరెన్స్?
వెయిటెడ్ మూవింగ్ ఎందుకు తీసుకుంటాము?
ఎందుకంటే ఎప్పుడైతే అన్నిటికీ ఒకే విధమైన ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఉండదో అప్పుడు వెయిటెడ్ యావరేజ్ తీసుకుంటాం. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఇంట్లో ఒక 10,000 వచ్చాయనుకో జీతము, 10,000కి అన్నిటికీ మనకి ఖర్చులు ఉన్నవన్నీ ఒక లిస్ట్ అవుట్ చేశాను. I have 10 types of expenses. Do I segregate total amount of salary I received is 10,000 divided by I want to spend 10 types of expenses. So each expense I will spend what you say 1,000 rupees. Do you keep like that? నాకు 10 రకాల ఖర్చులు ఉన్నాయి, నాకు 10,000 వచ్చాయి కాబట్టి ఒక్కొక్క ఖర్చుకి నేను 1,000 రూపాయలు పెడతాను అని పక్కకు పెడతావా?
ఎంత అవసరమో అంత పెడతాం.
అంతే. కొన్నిటికి ఎక్కువ ప్రయారిటీ ఇస్తాము, కొన్నిటికి తక్కువ ప్రయారిటీ ఇస్తాం. ఇప్పుడు తినే వస్తువులకు ఎక్కువ ప్రయారిటీ ఇస్తాం. బియ్యం కొనడానికి, పప్పులు కొనడానికి, కూరలు కొనడానికి ఎక్కువ ప్రయారిటీ ఇస్తాం. మెడిసిన్స్ కొనడానికి నెక్స్ట్ ప్రయారిటీ ఇస్తాం. అంటే ఏదన్నా మెడికల్ ఎమర్జెన్సీస్ వస్తే దానికి ఎక్కువ ప్రయారిటీ ఇస్తాం. స్నాక్స్, చిరుతిళ్ళకి తక్కువ ప్రయారిటీ ఇస్తాం. We don't give equal weightage to normal provisions and junk food. Do we give same priority? If we don't have amount, we will cut off junk food. We will cut off unnecessary expenses. So which expenses can be reduced? They will be given less weightage. Which are mandatory to spend, they will be given more weightage. You have to pay tuition fees to your child, so you have to pay that. It is primary importance to you. Okay, that you can't give less weightage, you should give more weightage for that. Yes or no? So few things have more weightage, few expenses have less weightage. Less weightage in the sense there is no severity, you must spend అనేది ఉండదు. అలాంటి వాటికి మనం వెయిట్ తక్కువ ఇస్తాం, ప్రయారిటీ తక్కువ ఇస్తాం. మనం ఖర్చు పెట్టేటప్పుడు ఎట్లా ఖర్చు పెడతాం? అట్మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ది ఫస్ట్ ఖర్చు పెడతాం. అలా ఇంపార్టెన్స్ తగ్గించుకుంటూ వస్తాం, అంతేగాని అన్నిటికీ సమానంగా పంచం కదా. అలాంటప్పుడు వెయిటెడ్ యావరేజ్ యూస్ చేస్తాం. లేదు అన్నిటికీ సమానంగా పంచాలి అన్నప్పుడు యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ వెయిట్స్. ఓకేనా? So that is simple moving average, weighted moving average. Okay, so for example you have 4-month moving average. Okay, like that you have. Next, barometric methods. Barometric methods means so they will help you to analyze the future trend, how it will act in future, how it will be there, what will be the demand for a particular product in future. Like that, if you are going to assess the future trend, then you go for barometric techniques. Then you use barometric techniques. Okay, so there are different types of barometric techniques. I think this may not be there for your syllabus, so ikkada varaku నేర్చుకోను, వెయిటెడ్ యావరేజ్ వరకు చూడు. ఓకే, ఈ టాపిక్ చదివేటప్పుడు నీకు ఇంకా వేరే ఏదైనా పేర్లు కనిపించి నీకు అర్థం కాకపోతే నాకు చెప్పు, నేను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తాను. ఓకే, సో విత్ దిస్ we will stop demand forecasting. ఓకే, డిమాండ్ ఫోర్కాస్టింగ్ అర్థమైందా ఇప్పుడు కొంచెం?